I didn't meet him as Owen Thomas or as Andrew. I met him as Iron Jacket. And that checked out. He was at my house one day, swimming in the pool. His ID caught my attention. It was something I had never seen before, right? No, it's not because it was an out-of-state license or anything like that, but it was a little bigger than normal. And it said diplomat in red letters on the top. It said diplomat. It had his photograph with all the tattoos. And on the name, it said Iron Jacket. And underneath that, where it was like race or tribe or something, it said Chichimeca. That was on the ID. That was a real fucking ID. It wasn't some fake thing, right? And it blew my mind. I was like, damn, this fool's a diplomat? And name checked out.
Sometimes I try to do things and it just doesn't work out the way I want it to. And I get real frustrated. They're like, I try hard to do it and I take my time, but it just doesn't work out the way I want it to. It's like I concentrate on real hard, but it just... Fashion pictures on the screen, so too quickly to be seen. Doesn't register, doesn't mind, propaganda of another kind. Danger, never, never, murder, never, never, never. Danger, never.
What resonates with me, I like to talk about it. Choloani, dog.
Yeah, Choloani, man. I think that's I mean, I don't even want to give myself credit for it, but that's the most powerful thing that I've been allowed to be a part of.
Bro, how did that come together, bro? And what's the homie's name again? I can't
Iron Jacket. I just call him Iron Jacket because I can't pronounce it. It's Tepos Whip. Man, I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, I never tried pronouncing it myself either, dog. So
Tepos.
I mean, no,
But,
no shame on that, bro. You know what I mean?
It translates
so,
to Iron Jacket.
Iron Jacket. So I mean, how did those dots connect for you guys to create that fucking amazing?
It's a masterpiece, man.
That masterpiece. That fucking.
It's all him, man. He's definitely he's a master incarnate, man. He's a true master here, and he's a master incarnate, man. He's a true master here in human form and human flesh, here to teach. I met him through another homie from my neighborhood. You know, one of my homeboys tattooed him. He hit me up and was like, "Hey man, you gotta meet the homie Iron Jacket. You know, you guys have a lot of things in common." When I started working on the new album, I came up with the concept for La Vida es un Sueño, the music video concept, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, who should play, Chorron, the driver? And I was like, oh man, that'd be a great opportunity to work with Iron Jacket, you know? So I hit him up and asked him if he would be down to be involved in the video. And he's like, yeah, man, definitely. So he drove down from New Mexico, and he's from Los Angeles. He's from Boyle Heights, but he lives in New Mexico and the reservation and on his land. And he asks me, do you know the origin of the word cholo? And I was like, yeah, it just means gangbanger, gang member, you know, cholo, a homie, a homeboy. And he's like, nah, man, it goes deeper, and he breaks it down, right? Wow. And I was just mind blown. I was like, damn, I had no idea. And he was basically, hey, man, that's for you to keep. And I was like, man, what am I going to do with this? He's all, well, he's all, my people believe that we give people, we'll give the spear to the person we think can throw it the farthest. He says that to me. And I'm like, damn.
Say that one more time, my boy.
When he gave me Choloani, I said to him, why are you giving me this? Like, I don't know if I'm the right person. Like, what can I do? How can I do this justice? You know what I mean? Am I the right person for this? And he said, in my culture, we believe that we give the spear to the person that we know can throw it the farthest. So and he said, when we film your music video, there's a few little changes that I want to do. and he's all, I want to film in certain territories and certain landmarks in Los Angeles where I suffered traumas as a child when I was living that life. A lot of the stuff in that video is magic. It's real magic. He's healing parts of himself, you know, by coming back as who he is now, and being able to do these ceremonial dances and these ceremonial chants, the chant that's in Choloani. So then that is a song that's older than 330,000 years, but hasn't been heard in 300 years. And
my God.
And
my God.
Yeah. And this has been passed down to him. And he gave me that too. He said, that's for you too, because I don't have no one to pass this down to. I don't have a wife. I don't have children. When I die, everything that I'm giving you, that's it. You know, there's others like me, but they don't want to be found. They don't want to be, you won't find them. You know what I mean? They're into, you know, but I want to pass this information because I think it's important for our people, right? For our gente. And that's how Choloani happened.
Honestly, bro, look at my boy Preston right here. My boy Preston got the smile that I got in my mind right now, bro. That is fucking absolutely amazing.
It's a gift, bro.
That
It's
is
a
immensely
gift.
powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, how ancient is that dude?
He's ancient. Iron Jacket, man, he really is, man. Let me
ocioso dormir. No lloren por mí, que yo sé a dónde voy. Al infierno, así es como lo hice. Al infierno, así es como lo quise. La vida es un sueño, la vida es difícil. Y la viví como yo lo quise. Y la viví como yo lo quise. Y la viví como yo lo quise. Necesito una limpia que ando embrujado. Más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo.
Because I'm schizophrenic, these individuals as well took the names and pictures of the two individuals from Florida whom had adopted me and their family members as an attempt to substantiate the claim that I'm white and from Florida. Yes, I am mixed. My biological mother was half native, half white, and my biological father, but my biological mother, a mixed woman of Chichimeja descent, whom grew up in El Sereno, gave me up at a young age while living in Bol Heights, squatting under the 6th Street Bridge or between East 6th Street and Hollenbeck Park in Los Angeles County. And when the state will find me being sent back to Tampa, Florida, as well as 3 years living on the land on the Texas-Mexico border in Big Bend with my biological mother's grandmother, my beloved Wacy Sinkley, my great-grandmother, and my granduncle, the last traditional language-speaking matriarch and patriarch of my matrilineal Pinant, because I'm schizophrenic. During my 3 years living with them, attempted to raise me traditionally, teaching me the whole of our clan's traditional oral history, songs, traditions, customs, dances, our clan's traditional silverwork, as well as attempting to teach me all three of our clan's dialects, including in Uro-Aztec and Southern Numic dialect of Numatehuapo from her patrilineal lines, and the Penanteja dialect I speak fluently today, which is closely related to the oldest dialects of Nahuatlatoli, which are guttural and termed classical Nahuatlatoli, which was brought to Mexico from the Four Corners region of the Southwest into Mexico, now considered a dead language, as it was very different than the many variants of non-guttural, modern Nahuatlatoli that is commonly spoken in many
so I can do whatever I want to do, right? Now, I don't know the intricacies into these SNY yards and how they play their fucking games, right? I don't know, never been there, can't say that. But what I can tell you, I don't got extensive knowledge into this subject. I have been on yards, never a 50 yard, but I'm going to delve into real motherfuckers are doing real things, righteously wiggling on other yardas. I myself was never on them SNY yards. I was on a 50, something a little bit different. Hey, and that's what it was.
Wiggling on other yardas. I myself was never on them SNY yards. I was on a 50, something a little bit different. Hey, and that's what it was. I have been on yards, never a 50 yard, but I'm going to delve into.
The prior to, got off that year. So they sent me back to Jamestown. Now I'm on that side, right? So now it's SNY, bro. So I got there, and it was like a big old family reunion, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I got there, and half the homeboys that I was in Y with, and a lot that I seen in prison.
Continued targeting, executing, lynching, and imprisoning Choloani in mass with a vengeance to halt this movement of insurrection. Understand, Choloani apprehended in West Mexico, Mexico City, and the Sonora and Chihuahua regions, caught living outside the missions, and Choloani whom had been captured as prisoners of war all over New Spain during punitive expeditions by the Spanish military against villages that refused conversion to Christianity or life as encomiendas, now in the 1770s began being shipped by the thousands from the various presidios or military prison colonies to be used for slave labor in the territory of New Spain called Alta California, whom you may know today as simply California. Among the various first presidios established
Hey, real quick, I'm going to put it out there, for those that are inquired on the matter, for your awareness. What I would advise you to do is do a little homework and study two different characters. One of them is Charles Manson, who is known to have blown up because he was put on by the Beatles, the famous rock group that caused the whole British invasion. So that allowed him to have a sort of platform that he had. Okay, and then what he ended up doing with that platform. Okay, the other individual it'll be good to study is, his name is Carwenga. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but study Carwenga and the US organization, or the US organization, and his role in sort of the same thing. So yeah, study Carwenga in the US organization, Bunchy out of the Black Panthers Party LA chapter, and Elaine Brown, and even study her fucking role in all of this. Study those those individuals: Carwenga, Charles Manson, Elaine Brown, the US organization. And then you could come up with your own conclusion as to who the fuck Owen is.